Hello everyone, welcome to my channel MZ Technospace. So as you all know that attending an interview and clearing it is totally different from actually working in an organization on a real-time project. So you might not be able to work on every single aspect that you might learn by studying. So it's quite tricky and requires a lot of preparation to actually clear an interview and get a good offer. So today's video covers two C# interview questions that might be frequently asked, no matter it is for a fresher or a beginner or an experienced person. So let's see what those questions are and how to answer them. So the first question is, can an abstract class implement an interface? So you guys probably know the answer, whether it is yes or no. So the answer is yes. An abstract class can implement an interface, another class, or another abstract class. Let's see this with an example. So I have, just to save time, I have the piece of code ready. Let me explain this to you. So for example, I have an interface iEmployee which has two methods, show EMP details and update employee address, which takes address as a parameter. Now I have an abstract class employee, so it is implementing the interface iEmployee. So our question was, can an abstract class implement an interface? So our abstract class is implementing an interface. It has to implement all the members of this interface iEmployee. If it doesn't wish to implement any of the members of the interface iEmployee, it has to prefix it with the abstract keyword, so that any other class that implements this class employee would implement this abstract method as it needs. So this was the first question. So of course our answer was yes. An abstract class can implement an interface, it can implement another abstract class, or it can implement another class. Let's see our second question. Can an interface be passed to a method as a parameter? So you guys know the answer? Yes, it is. The answer is yes. An interface can be passed to a method as a parameter. Let's see this with an example. So for example, I have an interface iEmployee. It has two members, employee ID and a method display employee details. Now we need to see how this interface can be passed as a parameter to a method. Okay, now for example, we have a class full-time employee that is implementing this interface iEmployee. So we have employee ID and display employee details. So this interface has been implemented in this class full-time employee. Now in our main method, let's create an instance of the full-time employee. There can be two ways in which you can actually pass the interface as a parameter to a method. Now to pass it as a parameter to a method, first we should have a method, right? So to demonstrate this, we have created a demo method and we have passed the interface iEmployee as a parameter, right? Now we can access the members of this iEmployee. The main reason why we pass an interface as a parameter is to access the members, to be able to access the members of this interface. So here you can see emp.empid, I'm able to set it to 101, and I'm able to call emp.displayEmployeeDetails, and as it is taking employee ID, so I'm passing emp.employee ID. So you can see that both the members are accessible here by passing the interface as a parameter. Now let us call this. So the first way is to create the instance of this class that is implementing the interface. So I've created an object of this class, and in my demo method I'm passing this variable, the reference variable of this object. I'm passing it here. So this also would do the same thing, or I can do this iEmployee emp. I can assign this object to emp, right? Now this would be pointing to this object, and then I can pass, sorry, this is, I'm sorry, this should be emp. Okay, let's run this. So you can see it is printing employee details for emp ID 101. So 101 was the ID we set, and this is something that is printed by the get employee details method. Okay, so I think you have got the answer to both these questions. So anytime in future you face these two questions, you are clear about what to answer and give an example for it. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't done yet. Thank you. We'll see you in more upcoming interview questions and other technical videos. Thank you. Bye.